Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Instead of making a full review on the Dart Zone Max NITROSHOT Omnia Pro, we're just going to see how much of an improvement there is on the Generation 3. You still get a lot of the same stuff. Now the Omnia Pro is green with green magazines, which is pretty cool. I know some people will still prefer the red, but I think green looks great on the Omnia Pro. We still, of course, have select fire. We're claiming 150 FPS and 7 darts a second. We also get that rechargeable battery. And I'm gonna say, I already put the battery in this blaster. It's fully charged, and yes, there is a positive difference with the Omnia Pro Gen 3, which made me absolutely thrilled. Yes, this is a Generation 1 Omnia Pro. The Generation 2 wasn't all that much different, but this is definitely an improvement. Yes, it keeps the shorter trigger pull from the Generation 2, and it fires in a perfectly straight line, unlike the Generation 1, but the trigger lag has been improved significantly. While you still will not be able to empty the magazine as fast as you would with a mechanical semi-automatic blaster, being able to actually pull the trigger and have a round come out much quicker in comparison to this version is great. And for demonstration, here is the Generation 1 Omnia Pro in single fire. So as you could see, there is definitely a very obvious lag with the Generation 1, and I've used that thing in a game. It's quite annoying. But now let's check the lag on the Gen 3. You could not get very much better than that, and that is so cool. Because we do have a chronograph here, I guess we are going to try to get some numbers. These are the included NITROSHOT bamboo darts, which have 3 bands. Now I'm not sure if the lighting out here is going to be good enough for a chronograph test, but we're going to see. 155, 154, 155, 159, and 157. Now just for comparison, let's take these same NITROSHOT bamboos and fire them through the original, which I guess this one doesn't have a full battery, but it was charged fairly recently. 156, 159, 154, and 156. So there's not a big difference in FPS. I would say FPS is about the same, and of course this is going to be also comparable to the Generation 2 Omnia Pro, but the big thing is, this new Omnia Pro has much less trigger lag, and that is great. I guess we'll also do a 3-round burst comparison. So we're on setting 2, which is 3-round burst. Here's the original Generation 1 Omnia Pro. And now here is the Generation 3 NITROSHOT Omnia Pro. Not only is the trigger response faster, but the actual firing of the 3 rounds is more like a 3-round burst instead of a slowed down rate of fire like what we saw in the Generation 1. Now let's fire some shots downrange. First in single fire. Now in 3-round burst. And finally in full auto. Now this was just kind of a little short video, not technically a full review, but my overall thoughts on the Generation 3 Omnia Pro couldn't be more positive. I did really like the first 2 versions of Omnia Pro, but mostly as full auto blasters. I thought the select fire feature was very poor. But in this NITROSHOT version, the select fire is an actual feature that I would totally use. With these upgrades, this Omnia Pro is one of my favorite additions of the year, even though it's not a completely new blaster. I love it that much. I think it looks really snazzy and green, and I'm super glad that it now matches the Venom. Overall, if you're looking for a really solid full auto flywheeler or have just been waiting for the right version of Omnia Pro, I highly recommend checking out the Generation 3 NITROSHOT Omnia Pro. This is going for the same price as the original did, and as far as I know, is exclusive to Dart Zone's website. I will have the link in the description. Thank you very much for watching. I would love to hear your thoughts on this brand new version of Omnia Pro. Have a good one, subscribe for more, and happy blasting.